Welcome to the Imagine Not Being Leeds.
Imagine not being Leeds, not feeling this pain, not dancing through thunder, not walking through rain. Imagine not rising with fists in the air when the world turned its back and no one would care. We've lived in the ashes, we've drowned in defeat, but still we stand proud on our battered old feet. Imagine not loving with all that you are. Imagine not being Leeds.
We love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.
Hey up everyone, we do love you, Leeds. Welcome back to Imagine Not Being Leeds, and welcome back to the latest edition of everyone's favourite Friday night Leeds show, Late Night Chuffing Leeds. Come on! Yes, the boys. How's everyone doing? Welcome back to Late Night Leeds. It's been a while. We didn't do one last week. It was an instant match reaction with me and BossNass on the Burnley game, which we will touch on again. Want to get Adam's points and views on that game. But yeah, anyway, boys, before we get into it, how are you doing? We'll start with you, BossNass. How are you getting on, mate?
All right, mate. Do you know what? Because I trapped myself. I had to take a young lad down to Co-op for his normal shop after school. What did I say? Some chocolate raisins.
Here we go. Here we go.
And these two, absolute wrong-uns, right? Look at them. They should be ashamed of themselves. Telling me that chocolate raisins aren't elite. I'm not having it. I'm just not having it.
No. You can like them if you're a bit weird, but to say the word elite, Adam, is a stretch too far.
Nah, it's not.
I don't think you should even like them. I don't know what you're doing. Like, there's chocolate covered caramel and like, nuts, anything. Right? Nah.
Yeah, not at all. Anyway, Adam, apart from the chocolate covered raisins, how are you getting on, pal?
I'm very well, thanks, mate. Yeah, all good. How are you?
I'm not bad, mate. I just wish I lived that close to a pub that has Pierce Brosnan visiting it on a regular basis.
I know. Well, I moved obviously like 8 weeks ago, where it was, and 2 weeks in, Pierce Brosnan's in your local. I was gutted I missed him. Apparently, a very, very nice guy. But yeah, they're filming Mobland Series 2 up the road.
What a show.
It's a brilliant show. It's a brilliant show.
So coming to a Late Night Leeds next season, Pierce Brosnan. Never going to.
I'll try my best.
Well, who's he follow? Who do you think he follows? Let's find out, mate. Find out. We'll get him on for a.
We'll ask him. Yeah. Let's hope he leads. That'll work.
Tell you what, though, Ellen Mirren looks like a corpse with lipstick on now, doesn't she? Ooh, she hasn't got long left, boys. I don't know if she'll make it through season 2.
Anyways, we're getting through the chat here. Mike, anyone seen our flag? Yeah, we've got it back anyway. But evening, everybody.
Let's not do another flag video.
Let's not do another flag video. Hey, Liam, just get through a few hellos. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back, boys. Missed you last week. Yeah, we had a few messages buzz about that, and yeah, sometimes it can't happen. But to be fair, boys, 99% of the time, we get something on, don't we? Because we do enjoy the show. We look forward to it all week. No flagging tonight, lads. We need another 10 to the top. We need a good one, that's for sure. Good evening, everybody. Just a quick one. Mr. Priestley, Mr. Onion is not doing the quiz tonight. We've got Mr. BossNass with the questions prepared by Mr. Mike, the Leeds United quiz master, really. Let's be fair, he won the quiz at Ellen Road. So, yeah, it's a bit of a slightly different one, but we'll still bring the energy, I'm sure. And apparently it's a
good quiz, lads.
Is it a good one?
I've seen it. It's good. It's a good job I'm not doing it because I saw the questions and I knew all of them. So it would have been obviously it'd have been over pretty quickly. But yeah, it's going to be a good one.
I'm with you, Sly, on that, mate. Raisin is an expired grape. Yeah, that's 2 fruits into one. I'm not going there, mate. I'm
going to start expiring people myself if I keep hearing this slander.
He doesn't like a Leeds type. He does. Gangs all here. We're here, Bremner Ghost. But yeah, smash a like on the stream. Really appreciate it. We're about 35 subs as well, guys, from 7,000 subscribers, which is brilliant and mind-blowing for myself and probably these lads as well. So, yeah, it'd be great if we could get close to that at some point. June evening, and Mr. William Morrison, his weekly yeah, thank you very much. As always, legend. Hey up, Lee, how are you doing, pal? Right then, boys, let's get it. I know we've got to cast his mind back 7 days ago. I don't know if you're that arsed, but let's have a little chinwag before we move on. Leeds 3, Burnley 1. So, yes, boys, we'll get into it, right? 3-1. We get a goal from Stack, Okafor, and DCL. Just to remind BossNass, because he ain't got a clue what happened in that game.
No, I do remember now.
Obviously, we had a good chinwag about it, mate. We were buzzing. We felt like that was us home and hosed. There's still a conversation that mathematically it's not done, but before we play on Monday night, it could be done anyway with results elsewhere. But we'll come straight into it with you, AG. I said to you, we're going to speak about the Burnley game. Are you bothered? You just said one word, Stack.
Yeah.
Take it off, mate.
Let's talk about Anton Stack. What a goal. What a player. I mean, I when we signed him, I was hoping he was going to play further forward. And what he's delivered, like, he is the standout player for us by such a long way in duels, tactically, striking football. And what we saw in that game was clinicality. Yes,
Yep.
word. Clinicality. With Anton Stack's goal was class, but even Okafor's finish, like, the difference of having them two in attacking midfield is huge. Like, I think, and Okafor's now up 2 games, 3 games, probably the season, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Anton Stack, what a player. And I think we moved him back to centre midfield a few weeks ago. And then when we made, I think maybe it was Sunderland at home. And when we wanted to try and score a goal, we moved him back into attacking midfield. We brought Tanaka in centre midfield and moved Stack forward because he is one of our best attacking players in terms of assists. I say the press, everything about him is absolutely class. I hope he goes to the World Cup. And what his valuation is now, I do not know, because I wouldn't sell him for less. I wouldn't entertain even comments of starting at 50 million.
It's mad though, isn't it? Because like if a bid came in for say 45 million, you'd literally be like, no, Leeds,
no chance.
It's value soared for me. It's unbelievable the talent he's got, and we've seen today. Eddie Reamer has done the presser today. I don't know if you know that BossNass. He was ill with Farke, so he stepped in.
Bless him.
Bless him. Socks. And they were talking about Stack, about how, and I think Farke touched on it as well a few weeks ago about how sort of you look at Stack at 6'4" and he shouldn't be able to play football the way he plays football. Yeah. Fantastic. I think he scored 4 goals from outside the box. I think he's got 5 goals in total. Every goal seems to be a banger. Left foot, right foot, it doesn't appear to matter, does it, BossNass? You know, that was a great goal on his left foot there. But what made that goal for me, it was a really good pass into him, but that first touch of his right foot that took it away into his path with his left foot. And it just keeper had no chance. And, you know, what a player, mate. Like you say, 45, 55, 65 million. Fuck off.
Yeah, I don't know, boys. I agree with everything you're saying. The thing is, with putting evaluation, and listen, people will try and tempt our players away. You know, when we get good players and we pick them out, because that's just what the bigger teams do. They don't want to take risks on bringing players over from Germany that are a bit unknown, untested in the Premier League, and then they just try and pick off teams, especially newly promoted teams, players if they have standout players. But it's the replacement cost for me. I mean, what does it cost to replace a player like that? You know, it's all right saying 50, 60 million, and it sounds like a massive number, especially where we've been over the last couple of decades. You know, it's a massive sum of money. But then you look at the market and you go, well, how much is it going to cost to replace him with a player of that standard to put into this team? So that there's no real profitability there. It's not like you can have a short list of like 3 or 4 players that you could replace with that. It's just going to be just as good as Stack, but about 35 million. I don't think you're going to be able to find it. So
that's the thing.
Amazing, it really is,
isn't it? Because if you try to replace him with someone of 17 million, you're taking even if you sell him, so you know, whatever. Say you sold him for whatever, 60, 70, 80 million, whatever, and you try and replace him with someone for 17, 20 million, you're taking a massive risk there because you are selling your best player. Because that's what Wolves did. Kunya, Ait-Nouri, and there's another one they lost as well. They sold their 3 or 4 best players and tried to replace them for value, and thought, oh, you know, then we'll invest in players that are worth more in the future, etc. And some of that's, you know, in terms of player values paid off, but not actually, obviously, where they are as a club. But if you sell your best player, you've got to reinvest that money. You've got to find a like-for-like replacement somehow. and find, and you can't just strengthen the squad. You can't just raise the floor. You've got to raise the ceiling somehow.
Yeah,
so how you do all that in the valuation doesn't really lend itself at all. I watched a compilation of Yaya Toure the other day, and I thought I know it's a bit. Toure's a better player, don't get wrong, but there's something in that big, strong, physical, can carry the ball.
Zidane talked before about, but that one I agree with. That BossNass, Yaya Toure and Stack. I can go there with that one.
The thing is with Stack, it's not just what he brings on the pitch is really important, but it's also the intangibles. Like, you see what he's doing on YouTube, you see how he's settled into life in Leeds, you see about like the vibe and the kind of good feeling that he brings in and around the building, and those things do help a squad. That 100%. It is important to have that around the squad. And when you take that out, sometimes you take those things out of a squad, it can really affect it detrimentally. I'm looking at Man City next year, and I think, although they will miss Bernardo Silva on the pitch, but I think they'll miss him off, in that dressing room. Players like him's going to be a big miss, and I think Stack goes in the same kind of pot for us at Leeds United. I think it's not just what he brings on the pitch; it's the whole package. And do you want to risk replacing that when you could really just kind of build your squad around it? I would suggest the latter's probably the more sensible thing to do.
I agree.
I think he's realizing how good he is as well. Like when he hit the shot, he just stood there like, oh yeah, I've done that. Like, oh yeah, that worked. Oh okay, I can do that. Like every time he seems to be doing something, he's learning something new about himself. He didn't score a lot of goals in Germany. He didn't score a lot of free kicks, and he didn't play in his position. He spent a lot of time in the middle of back three or as DM. He started further forward, kept moving back. I think Farke's faith in him and what Farke's done with him. In watching again Yaya Toure the other day, he scored a goal where a player tried to tackle him. Missed-time tackle, and so Yaya Toure was running forward and kicked him across the shins, and it was like it didn't even happen. It was like a mosquito, and Stack's a bit like that. When he did that chip through to Bogle, he just sort of burst through a couple of players. He's just bigger and stronger than people. If you're bigger and stronger than other players, you've got and he's aggressive, and then you add to that ball striking, assists, and everything. It's quite a package, and I don't think there's many teams in the Premier League he doesn't get into.
Do you know what? Do you know who he reminds me of? And if we're going to do comparisons, I'll chuck one in there. It reminds me, right, and this is no shit, people, right? Reminds me, and on stat reminds me of a Declan Rice about 5 years ago.
Yeah, maybe not 5 years, but I'm with you there. The energy, the dynamism,
the tackles, the way he swallows up ground, the way he's got a shot on him, the way he can put away free kick.
He can do it all in middle of park. He can do it all. He can do the dirty stuff, the defensive, the attacking stuff. He can do it all. Dead ball. His corners, like Rice, always on the money. I agree with that, to be fair. I think all we're doing is giving so many superlatives there to try and express how happy we are as a Leeds player. And long may it continue. Like you said, BossNass, he's a player you build your side around. Can our trajectory matches? I don't think it can personally. Does he love Leeds enough where we can keep him for long enough for us to progress up the league and establish yourself? Let's hope so. I did a video last week, didn't I, on the Rafinha vibe I'm getting from him. Different positions, different players, but very similar in how I feel. Like you said there, AG, he's doing stuff now, and I think he's not surprising himself. He's got that aura about him when he looks like a player who's a level above everybody on the training park. I'm assuming he feels it too. Just got to hope he loves Leeds that much that we get a few more years out of him, because for me, he is unbelievable, and I love watching him play.
It is an interesting one, isn't it? Because they targeted players that were 26 and were developed, but also there was a resale of value if they did really well. So it's a really interesting one. What they do this summer, when that was if you, because I'm a big fan. I believe in player trading. I believe everyone's got a value, but say Stacks is where I'd value him is astronomical, and then you've got to have everything lined up to replace him, because he brings some, as say, and I think ultimately, other than Man City, I don't think any other club in the Premier League shouldn't be interested, because he doesn't really work for Man City. I don't think he's a tight spaces player, which everyone in Man City team's got to be tight spaces player. He's not that player. We haven't got that player at all, in fact. But in general, like, because he loves a bit of open space and attacking midfield, etc. Every other team in Premier League should be looking at him. I think man. Every other team.
You put Stack in that Villa side or that Chelsea side, or any you plug and play, man. Honestly, improve any of them.
100%.
And just obviously bring it back to Burnley as well, boys. After that goal, you had the Okafor goal earlier in that second half. After going 1-0 up, 8 minutes, I think it was, with Stack's goal. again, we tend to sit off a little bit and we're not as aggressive going forward when we get that first goal, I don't think. And we've seen that a lot under Farke. Second half starts, aggressive straight out of the blocks. We get an early goal, 7 minutes in. Okafor goal, ball played into midfield, misplaced pass. DCL bursts onto the ball. Looks like he's running into nowhere. And probably this might sound wild, but probably, and he's had a good season, DCL. That back heel is right up there with the goals he scored for me. That back heel was an unbelievable bit of skill, which is just a back heel, but it opened the whole goal up, really. Opened the whole play up. He's running into nowhere. Back heel into Bogle, I think it is. Great cross. And Okafor, who obviously we've said, and we'll touch on the Spurs game, obviously, quite big later. He isn't going to be involved. Okafor's come alive the last couple of, the last 2 months, really. We haven't lost since the start of March against Sunderland, 1-0 Ellen Road. Since that game, he's really coming to his own. He's always going to have these little niggles, it appears, injury worries and stuff, but great volley. Hits it down hard into ground and goes past keeper. And honestly, again, a brilliant team move, boys. Brilliant goal by Leeds United.
Yeah.
No, it's a good goal. I think that only comes off maybe 1 out of 4 or 5 times that. Because
I agree. So many things have to happen perfectly, don't they, for that to happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that back heel, the success rate on that back heel is quite low, and then it comes the ball into Okafor. That's an easy shot to miss, by the way. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
He's leaning back. He's attacking it with his leading foot, but they're easy to put wide, or very easy not to get the right amount of power on. Or too much power. It's just a very easy shot
for him to run on, so he didn't have to check his run. It was perfect by Bogle. And that there, when Bogle's running at speed, he's got to control it, and he's got a split second to deliver that ball where he wants it. So the back heel and the finish gets probably the plaudits, but actually Bogle's touch and delivery of that ball had to be on the money too. And just like you say, a great team goal, like Lee Jones says there. We've seen a few of them this season. And like you say, he don't come off very often, but yeah, great goal.
It's it's a finish, like you say, where I think if lots of players miss that and they go, oh yes, the XG on it's not high because but Okafor, you just have faith in, and he didn't just score it; he crisply hit it into the bottom corner, his side netting. So it was a proper finish, gave the keeper no chance at all. Great cross from Bogle. If you watch Farke when Bogle's about to cross it, and Farke's like, why isn't he just laying it inside to Stack? And then he does it, and then obviously goal comes very quickly after, but. It's I think again clinicality of Okafor and Stack is massive, and I think we do miss them because DCL hasn't got it and Aronson hasn't got it, and we weren't great against Burnley, but what we did was we took our chances really well because even Stack's thing's obviously not even a chance to be fair, but we just the way both of those can strike a football. Makes a massive difference to us.
It is one for you, boy. This is an early prediction for next year, but I think Okafor is going to be a real problem for teams in the Premier League next year. Now he's got his feet under the table, he's comfortable, he's got settled and that. I think he's going to be a real problem next year. I don't think we've even scratched the surface of you
know what it is, BossNass? I think every time Okafor gets into a bit of form, there's a little niggle around corner. We haven't seen Okafor play 7, 8, 9, 10 games in a row. He plays 4 or 5 and he's out for the game. Don't get me wrong, it's not been a massive injury sort of concern, but he has had niggles. He's had maybe 4 or 5 periods of a couple of games out, hasn't he? If he can turn that round, and we've worked wonders with certain players this year, and we always rave about the medical staff. If we can have a 3-4 month run out of Okafor where he doesn't miss a game and he plays 10, 12 straight, he's in form at minute where he's bagging a goal or an assist every game. Those numbers consistently are tough. We've seen streaky players. I do think he's got that clinical edge and that aura about him, BossNass, where if he plays enough games, his numbers could be quite staggering for me.
Yeah.
I think if you can keep him fit, I think for Okafor, the most important part of his whole year next year is his pre-season for me. If he can get his pre-season right, Okafor, I'm telling you, he's going to be a real
think he spent his pre-season at AC Milan, didn't he, last season? So, you think he's coming to Leeds late into pre-season. He hasn't had a full pre-season with Leeds. He played against Leeds in pre-season.
Yeah.
So that could make a massive difference, that, mate.
It's a totally different intensity over in Syria. Look, I love Syria. I watch my team over there, Juventus, every week, but the demands on the body it's a different sport almost. So but if he can get a good pre-season in under his belt, I'm telling you, I think he's going to be a real problem for people next year.
I think Okafor and Stack are the same in terms as well. The better players they have around them, the better they'll look as well. I know. See, a lot of players doesn't necessarily happen. Like they're both a slightly better footballer than the rest of the footballers they're playing with at the moment, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree, mate, and I'm sure they probably feel that a little bit too. But we're not going to bemoan having a couple of standout players in that squad, and the other sort of players you build your side around. Did anything bother you in that game, AG, in terms of 3-1 win? It's all about the results and the points at the end of the day. Not really the performance at this stage of the season, especially. Did anything about that performance bother you watching it back? When you look and see again the momentum shift in the game, we get a goal and we ease off, and we let them back into it. If it had been 2-1 and not 2-0, sorry, instead of 3-0, and they scored, had another goal, I think cleared for offside, which were close. We really did leave the door open for Burnley to have a chance. Did that bother you, or was it just a case I couldn't give a shit? 3 points, we move on.
Yeah, pretty much that, to be fair. I didn't. I mean, I watched half time your watch along, and a lot of people were saying about, we were poor after the goal. I didn't really feel like that. I didn't feel like. I feel a lot of games we won at home has been moments like Crystal Palace. There's been a lot, scoring 3-4 goals. I think there was something like. Chris said it on the Inside and Road podcast the other day. How many games you score 3 goals in? We're saying like 3rd or 4th in the league. We've scored 3 goals in games more so than Arsenal, Liverpool, all sorts of teams. Apparently, like we are, like I say, it's just moments, and we're finding different ways to score. Crystal Palace was beaten with headers and long throws. That game we just had moments, and we were clinical, and that's the most important thing. I don't think we were great. I think a few players are off it again. People are tired. End of the season, but yeah, I didn't feel like we were ever in risk of losing the game. That's the main thing.
No, I didn't feel like. Sorry, AJ. I didn't feel like it was ever in risk of losing the game. The one thing that does, and it genuinely does annoy me, because it shouldn't happen at this level of football, but you see it every year. We got beat by a simple ball over the top. A simple long ball beat us. And I can never excuse that from a professional football team. But because I go to watch non-league Bridtown Step 4 football, which is the 7th tier of English football, and I see it week in, week out, right? But that's where you should be seeing it, not at Ellen Road. So yeah, that's one to cut out, and I'm sure that'll annoy the coaching staff as well. So that I'm sure they will.
It's too simple, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you haven't got
what I'll say on obviously, I think Pascal Strauss got a little bit of stick there as well for not being able to clear his lines quick enough. He's made a couple of mistakes the last few games, although he's been pretty good all season in my book. It was just nice for Leeds United because we were all making predictions. I've done it, we all discuss it, and I'm sure you guys do as well. I think we'll win this game. This game, you go through and you sort of, expect Burnley, Wolves at home to be wins. Although there's that little voice at the back of your mind, there'll always be someone with that Leeds tag going, I'm not sure. You've got to go out and win it. It was just nice, boys, that we went and did it. And we beat Scum, and we got a late draw against Bournemouth, and they're the games with like the bonus points that you're not too sure. The games that we were supposed to get wins in, we went and did it. And to be fair, emphatically, 3-0, 3-1, job done. Prove we had the better players, prove we had the better manager, prove we were just, better on the day than both sides and better all season. But they were the games that were nervy, because that was 6 points I've had in my back pocket all season thinking, well, that's 6 there. And it's all like beating Scum at Scum. If you slip up in those games and only get 3 points, we are really back into it. So it was just nice for us to actually look at the fixture list and go, that should be that, boys. And it was that for once. Do you know what I mean? I'm really just happy that job done,
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. One name I'd like to throw out. I'm fairly certain we'll get him in this time. Romano Smid from Werder Bremen. I think he was linked by Romano Fabrizio towards the end of the window, wasn't he? But we went for Bonate instead. But in Germany, I think he's created the most chances in the Bundesliga, the most chances out of every team. So he works hard. I think he's right up Farke Street. So that's one name for everyone. I think I know it's out there, but I'd almost be surprised that didn't get done.
Interesting. We'll come back to that in the summer, mate, and hopefully you're right. Right then, boys. Shall we move on away from that, and we'll have a bit of
not yet. Because we just have to acknowledge Leeds United playing Michael Jackson at full time, because I thought that was brilliant. So
that was absolutely class, to be fair. You're expecting I Predicted Right to come on and instead Smooth Criminal kicks in. And it's just a little bits like that now. You know, everything in football's measured and rehearsed, and every way the players talk to the media, and everything's got to be quite classy, hasn't it? I just love how the shit hours who were there. It was just super. It was just superb on it. You can imagine Farke being like, "Oh no, who's done that? Who's done that? You risky bastard! I don't like that." But I loved it.
I think Farke loves all that. By the way, I think he says all the right things, but I think he's up for anything. That guy.
If he didn't find that funny, I'm sure Michael Jackson himself found it funny, mate. Both of them. But it would have touch a class by us, I think.
Apparently, I haven't seen it, so I shouldn't really say it. But I'm going to say it anyway. The "Don't Go to Bed Just Yet" guys were moaning about that and said, "Oh, it's a bit too much" or something like that. I was like, "Fuck it now." Give it a rest. It's just funny.
Bloody class. Absolutely, yeah. Quality from Leeds, it really was. We have overcome all the shit that has been thrown at us this season. Really proud of us. Long may it last. Yeah, exactly, Graham. Exactly. Let me just shout out a couple of super chats I've had as well, boys, before I move on. Thank you so much to Fraser. Is Priestley filming the royal family? Yeah, maybe. And Graham Stone with a super sticker with his £10 donation. Thank you so much, Graham. Really, really appreciate the support. And Bill, obviously, gifted a membership earlier. You absolute legend. Right then, like we said, the Onion isn't here, but the show must go on. And we are hopefully about to defeat the Ladders.
Shout out to Mike in the members group for sorting this out. As we all know, if it was up to me, the questions would be all over the place and the answers would definitely be wrong. So, so yeah.
We'll see how this goes. We'll see how
it goes. Hey, listen, I think he's put together a good one here, boys. I think, good luck.
I like it. Well, explain the rules, mate, in case people don't know.
Yeah, right. Rules are very simple. The ladder works like this. It's a 10-question quiz. You must get through the quiz without getting 2 consecutive questions wrong, and you must get question 10 right to defeat the ladder. I am acting on behalf of the Onion tonight, so I want the boys to lose, and that's the way it is. They try and beat me, I try and beat them.
Before you make a start, mate, can everyone please smash a like if you haven't already? 79 likes, 167 people in the building. Smash us a like and subscribe to the channel. And let's hopefully defeat this chuffing ladder. Come on, BossNass. You normally won at team. Go easy on us, mate. Go easy on us.
Well, listen, it is what it is. You just have to deal with it. Right, question 1.
Come on, AG.
Which player has not played for both Leeds and Brighton? Are you ready for this? Is it the man with the teeth, Matt Heath?
God.
Paul Dickov?
Ooh.
Bradley Johnson?
Oh,
or Richard Creswell?
I feel like Creswell has.
I can't. None of that. No, I have no idea whether any of those play for Brighton. Absolutely no idea.
One of the worst first questions ever, Mike.
Right.
That is well tough. You could have put James Milner in there.
Honestly, Mike, don't listen to him, mate. I think it's an absolutely banging first question.
Richard Creswell.
I don't think Bradley Johnson played for him. I won't lie.
Paul Smith calling me a cabbage.
Cauliflower. I think it's probably. I'd go Johnson. I don't think he played for Brighton. I could imagine Cresswell playing for them because Brighton back in the day will have been rambling.
Cresswell seems like he might have done. I agree.
I think so.
Was Dickov one of the?
I can remember him playing for Man City, Leeds, Leicester. I don't think Dickov played for Brighton. Brighton when Dickov were playing were quite low down at Leeds, weren't they? Like a bit too low, maybe.
When Dickov on the list?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want the list again?
Mate, Bradley Johnson, right, came from, I'm sure, like non-league or something, like maybe not.
Yeah.
Play for Norwich, Derby. I don't think Johnson ever went to Brighton.
So I don't know that any of them did or didn't. Well, sorry, I don't think Bradley Johnson did. I think you're probably right there. I don't remember Bradley Johnson playing for him.
I genuinely don't think. If he did, he had to play for him before Leeds, and I don't think he did.
Yeah, so that doesn't count anyway. So
does it not?
No.
Right, boys, come on, let's move. Let's get this moving. Is it the teeth? Who have you gone with?
Bradley Johnson.
Bradley Johnson. Right, the way Mike has done this quiz, there's 2 stars next to one name, so I'm guessing that's the correct answer. If it ain't Mike, text me. No. I didn't.
Oh, no.
No. Can you chill out a minute? I said the one with 2 stars next to it is the correct answer, and the correct answer is Richard Creswell. So sorry, boys.
Hell, man. As if we've got first question wrong. Are you joking me?
Absolute shocker. Listen, you've never gone out on question 2. Never. It's never happened.
Joking? No, and Bradley Johnson didn't play for them. I'm telling you now, he didn't. No way. I'm looking.
Well, apparently he might have done.
Well, they probably did, but I'm just fuming. I'm just fuming that that's even that he went that route in his career. Just disgusting behaviour. I don't know what's going on here. He did. He went on loan from Leeds United by the looks of it. He went on loan for 10 games in 2008. Oh no, yeah, Mikey did. Yeah, thanks for that, you twat. Oh, fuming.
Been stitched up like a kipper, lads. Right, you ready? Number two.
Yeah.
In which decade did Leeds United first start playing in an all-white kit? Whoa!
Wait, I have a question. Mike, never again, mate. Never again. What year did what?
No. Which decade? In which decade did Leeds United first start playing in an all-white football kit?
40s or 50s.
No, later than that.
Later.
I think later. Because I did the Ellen Road tour obviously a while ago now, but I don't think it was 70s. That was too late. It's either 50s or 60s, but it got brought in because I wanted to emulate Real Madrid. That's why they brought the white in. I think it was 60s in my opinion. I remember it from when I did tour. It could be 50s or 60s, but I'd lean in 60s. They brought it in 60s, I think, for the whole Real Madrid vibe.
What I'd say is don't rush into it, lads. Just have a think.
All right, well, that's not right then. All I know is it's to sort of emulate Real Madrid. But I do think it's 60s. I genuinely think it's early 60s, but I couldn't tell you the year.
I think we've had a clue it's not.
Well, no, I'm just saying take your time. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying take your time.
We have multiple choice.
Yes.
Go on then.
Is it the 1850s?
18.
Is it 1066? Is it 2025? Or was it in the 60s?
It was 60s, and I'm locking it in because I knew it was right as soon as I said it.
Correct.
Wait, get in. Oh, anyone in comments mention the Real Madrid thing? Am I right with that? I'm sure that's the thing.
Yeah.
Fraser there. Late Night Leeds finishes at 22:40.
Hey, listen, I'm claiming the assist for that one.
He's a shallot, says Sly. 60s. He's a spring onion.
He's shallot too much.
Hey, listen, I'm copying some abuse tonight, boys.
BossNass is loving this, says June.
Been called a cabbage. Bastard BossNass.
BossNass the bastard.
Don Revy took it Madrid as he was. There you go. Cheers for that, Pete. Legend.
This is a very Larry quiz.
I'm claiming the assist for that one. Right, anyway.
You can have that one, yeah, too, right. All right, let's go.
Oh, boys, you see, this quiz, bear in mind, this is question 3, and you know what the first 2 have been like?
Yeah,
Which player dislocated his shoulder in Leeds' 1972 FA Cup second round replay? No, I'm joking. In Leeds' 1972 FA Cup final win, who dislocated the shoulder in the 72 FA Cup final win?
Have you got a list of players?
No.
Right, so name some players that stand out. You're going to have to give us multiple choice, I think, for that. Are you not going to?
But yeah, I can, because I'm on my phone. I'll just pull up the team sheet for 1972. Yeah. I know the answer. Leeds 1972.
I don't think it was. I always go to Bremner, me. I don't think it'll Bremner because I think I'd have heard of it. I don't think it was. I think I'm going to see who reads out.
I think I've got a guess.
Right, boys. I've got the team sheet. I've got the team sheet up. I know the answer. Right, was it A, Mick Jones, Was it B, Peter Lorimer? Was it C, Paul Madeley? Or was it D, Johnny Giles?
I think Madeley or Mick Jones. I don't think it's the other two, just based on. I know the other two more. I don't know. I don't know.
I've got nothing.
Madeley or Jones. That's what I'm going to go with. I could be wrong with that, though. I don't think it's Lorimer. I don't. The same as I don't think it was David Batty or Olivier Decor or Matt Viduka either. A or C? Madeley. I'm going to go with Madeley. We've got no. He said to me, "Did Mike?" He goes, "It's one of them quizzes, Matty, where you either know answer or you don't." And I thought, well, yeah, yes. And now, yes, it is that. It's exactly that. And guess what? I don't is the right ending to that. Right? Yeah. We're gonna go with Madeley.
Wrong.
Oh, who what it?
Mick Jones.
Oh, I said we should have flipped for it with my imaginary coin. You'd have still given me Madeley though, because you'd have been answering it. Oh, Mike, this is sorry, but no, you're not sorry. You're laughing in your fucking Bolton house eating garlic bread.
I'll tell you what, right now. Mike. Listen, Mike. Priestley is somewhere very proud of you right now. Very proud of you right now.
Big time, Mick Jones. Everyone knew Mick Jones. Everybody, but you, AG. Everyone but you.
No, I didn't know.
Easy peasy, yes, Trig. Oh, did you watch the game though? Because I did.
Oh, why don't you get a YouTube channel then, Trig?
Called Trig TV. You tell that goes Trig TV. Love that. Absolutely love that. Yeah, everyone knew Mick Jones. Everyone. Well done, everyone. Hope you're all enjoying this.
Hey, listen, Trig TV. I'll be there. I'll subscribe, Trig. Right.
There you go.
Here we go. Next one. Oh, Mike, you are a legend, pal. In November of 1977, Leeds signed Brian Flynn. But which club did Leeds sign Brian Flynn from in the November of 1977?
I've got a feeling Mike doesn't like you very much.
I've got it in my head. Give me some multiple. It has to be multiple choice. That.
All right. A, Coventry. B, Burnley.
No.
Was it C, West Ham? No. Was it D, Stockport County?
No. Read them out again. I missed first one.
I forgot what I said now.
I want that one then. Get in. Me neither. I'm going to rewind it. Can I rewind it?
A, Burnley, Stockport County, West Ham,
Coventry,
and one other.
Coventry. You got Coventry, Stockport, Burnley.
You do realise, Mike, Leeds United's been going like past the 70s, yeah? You do realise like there's been a few more decades we could have covered to get us into it. You could have asked me a question about the last 10 years to ease us into this quiz.
It's themed on your montage.
I tell you what, I'm locking it in. We beat Burnley 3-1. Burnley, because we beat Burnley. I ain't got a clue. Beat Burnley 3-1. Burnley, locking it in. Go. Let's get it over.
Bit of a premature lockation there.
Fuming with you, Mike. Fuming.
But yeah, that is correct.
Oh! My prematureness paid off. Get in. Is that genuinely right?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Okay, Wrexham. Get Elberham. No,
I chucked in Stockport County in there because it was just so random and I thought he might bite on it.
I'll take that. I don't know why in my head I was thinking if you say Sunderland, I'm going with it. I don't know why. I just thought Sunderland in my head, but I was way off. Way too young, Tree. Way too young. Burnley. I like football, I do. But not Burnley. Burnley can fuck off. Sound, I'll take that. Good evening, Colin. Welcome in. Pornstar strikes again. Get up there, Nige.
Is this going to get harder?
Folks. What's that? Me tash? Or...
Is this going to get harder?
Yeah.
But it might... Surely it gets. Are we getting closer to now though?
We'll find out. In August 1952, who scored a stoppage time winner on his debut to give us a 2-1 win over Brighton?
Is this?
No, but I'm not. No, sorry, but it in 1952. It's 2013.
I'm gonna say next week we'll change graphics to black and fucking white, shall we? Jesus fucking Christ, man! Look at all this colour, Mike. Yeah, look at this colour. Ooh, fire next. Fire.
Yeah.
I know it's Bolton, but Jesus, man, give me a break. What the chuff is
Fancy the
this?
show.
No, I was winding you up. I said 1952. It's 2013. In August 2013, who scored a stoppage time winner on his debut to give Leeds a 2-1 win over Brighton? 2013. It's only 13 years ago, lads. Just yesterday.
Have you got multiple choice for this?
I mean, I could do.
Right, let me just have a think. Against Brighton. I'm annoyed because I was going to say, I mean, it's a bit too. Yeah. When you said on his debut scored a win, I was going to say Billy Sharp because I think that was Middlesbrough or Sunderland who did that against.
Oh, I don't remember. No idea.
Right. I'll tell you what, I will give you multiple choice. And I'll also. Oh,
No.
he's done a new, which is usually big for AG. I'll give you multiple choice, and I'll also give you a bonus, a bonus point question, so you can get Nige involved later on because he's here tonight. Right. So, who scored a stoppage time winner in 2013 away at home against Brighton? Was it Lee Peltier?
I hope not. Fucking hell.
Jason Pearce?
Oh.
Michael Tong? Or Luke Murphy?
Mate, we've had some shockers, haven't we? Honestly. Fuck me.
Did Luke Murphy do it?
I was signing from Crew for £1 million, and I think he scored early doors. I
Yeah.
can't remember if it was his debut. But
Bonus point also, boys. Bonus point if you get the other scorer in that 2-1 victory.
I tell you what, let's go Luke Murphy, mate. And I reckon Ross McCormack might have been up top in that, potentially. Murphy, and I'm going to go.
Do we have agreement across the panel?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
The answer is Ross McCormack did get the other goal, so you do get to ask the audience in a bit. Ask Nige even, or the audience, whatever. And the question is correct. It was Luke Murphy. I don't know who pulled it out.
Come on. Buzzing with that. Get him. What a player, Luke Murphy.
Right, let's go back to the fucking 70s. Put these guys in the mix.
Yeah, boring. Boring.
Yeah, got a little bit too close at present day then, didn't we, Mike? It's a little bit too close there, mate. Let's just step back in time. Let's get back in the hot tub time machine. Fucking hell. Woohoo! Let's go back to glory days. Fucking hell. Go
Anyway,
on,
boys. Leeds played 65 games in the 74-75 season.
I'd love that, me. And all people would tell me, BossNass, is too many games, too many injuries. I'd love 65 games at Leeds United, wouldn't you?
I mean, yeah. It'd be good.
It'd be brilliant. Okafor wouldn't play many, but I'd love it. I'd love it.
I don't know what the quality would be like towards the back end of the season, but
Okay.
anyway, in 74-75, they played 65 games.
Wow. Wow.
With no subs probably as well.
But they played 6 games against one team.
Did they?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, what team was that?
Was it Arsenal?
Us.
Was it Arsenal, Ipswich, Forest, or Liverpool?
Right, so, AG, logic would say maybe there's a couple in a cup competition or two, like going far into a cup, so would it be a top side? Come on, you reckon?
Ipswich.
I reckon it's the Arsenal. I'm just going for best side in there, but you think Ipswich? I have jumped in a lot, AG, today, so I will let you.
Okay, Arsenal locked in.
Incorrect.
Oh, mate, why did you do that? Is it Ipswich?
Correct.
Oh, why did you do that? I just wanted to just talk it over with you, AG. Oh,
Are we out?
no.
No, you got the
Oh,
one.
that's
You
right.
managed to pull Luke Murphy out your backside somehow.
Oh yeah, great. We're still in.
As if you just did that.
Great.
You
Well,
two.
I thought we'd argue about it, but you gave in too easy, so I went with what you wanted.
Anyway, right. What question are we on now?
Well, hang on. I have to count, which isn't good for me. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was question 6. Question 7. Which famous Leeds United fan was born in Wellington, New Zealand?
Got to be in it.
Oh,
Russell Crowe.
Is he actually a Kiwi?
Well, or is he Australian?
He's Australian, isn't he? Oh, mate.
Yeah, but hang on, well, who else could it be?
I ain't got a clue, mate. I ain't got a
Plus,
clue.
there's nobody else from New Zealand at all. Just
Russell Crowe, I thought were an Aussie. I know he owns South Sydney Rabbitohs, or did, but he could be a Kiwi, mate, and just moved to Oz. I couldn't name you another one.
Famous
closest I can
Kiwi
go with that.
Leeds fan, or someone that's at least born there but now lives here.
I couldn't think of a Kiwi, mate. But I can think of.
Do we get your date of birth?
no.
Okay.
It'd probably be in the 70s anyway, wouldn't it?
Oh
Crowe,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
probably
true.
would be.
Might love 70s.
Shall we just go with that then? Because honestly,
No.
I couldn't tell you
No.
a Kiwi, mate.
We got the last
No.
one wrong, just to let you know, boys. You did get the
Yeah,
last one
yeah.
wrong.
So I think you're right. I think Russell Crowe is Australian.
He's the best one we've got, though, isn't he?
Genuinely, boys, if I can, you got that bonus, check the chat kind of. Boys, I'd use it, to be honest, what I'm saying.
We
in the
use
chat.
it. Right, I'll have a
Yeah.
look then. Let me click on chat. Right, Gladiator bloke. I'll tell you what, Russell Crowe, yeah, but
No.
he's an. I think he's an
helping.
Aussie too, but
It's not
What?
Russell Crowe. So anyone else got any other ideas?
Russ, who's Western there? Kylie Minogue, lol. Chris Wood. Yeah, Chris Wood is on a Kiwi, I know. To be fair, Crowe is a Kiwi. John Winter. It's a strong name, is that? Do we go with John Winter?
Winter. John Winter.
Say that again.
What? John
Just the way you
Winter.
said that. Winter. He's
Yeah,
good.
but
Let's try to
that's
do the
like,
Jon Snow thing.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah.
Good that. I see, granddaddy. I reckon we'll go with it. I'm gonna back Mr. John Winter.
Wait. Why did I say Russell Crowe and then BossNass like, oh, check the chat?
Well,
Like,
I'm not right. I know I'm a dickhead and I'm a cabbage and apparently I'm a bastard, right? All these things, right?
you're a bastard.
Bastard.
We're going to lock it in. Locked in.
Hang on, let him finish what he's saying.
No.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not that much of a twat to lead you astray that heavily.
And that's why the answer is
Russell Crowe.
get in. Come on. Love you, BossNass.
You bastard.
102
That's-
likes. Smash a like if you haven't already, guys.
That's 2 assists I'm taking tonight. Right.
Val Kilmer.
In September,
Well done, John, by the way.
of 19, you guessed it, 70.
Honestly, Mike, how old are you, kid? Fucking hell.
Leeds played Stoke City. Right. They did. In 1970, Leeds played Stoke City. What was the colour of the kit they were wearing?
Fucking orange.
Answer me that. Riddle me this.
Leeds.
Fucking
Yeah,
orange.
Leeds.
Yeah, no, him, Mike. Fucking lime green. To be fair, I've seen game on TV and it was fucking black and white. It was grey as fuck. There were no colour on the screen. So does that count for all your old questions, you bastard?
So Leeds started wearing.
It won't white. It won't have been white, will it?
Oh,
won't
well,
have
you
been
didn't
white,
think
right?
not.
I know
Red.
they had a red. I know they had a red kit, but I think
They had
that
a red
went before
phase.
70s. Yeah, I think that was before 70s, wasn't it?
I've always before 70s as well.
Yeah. So what else?
What
Yellow,
colour's it going to be then?
yellow, blue. Can't be around. I think yellow, mate.
I have got multiple choice. I thought I'd chuck that in at some point.
Let me guess.
Go on.
3 of the 4 are going to be blue, white, and yellow.
Blue,
Yeah.
yellow,
Yeah.
red, orange.
Fuck off, orange.
Orange. You've been tangoed. Did we get last one right? We did, didn't we?
You did.
I ain't got a clue, mate. Red and orange
No.
seem a bit out there for me. Yellow.
Orange. Can't be orange, can it?
Are
He's smiling. He smiled.
you locking in
Smiled.
orange?
He smiled. He smiled. I saw him.
I smile a lot, AJ, contrary
Fuck
to
off.
fucking public
There's no
opinion.
way. There's no way. What we're locking in, AG?
The bastard smiled.
What we're locking
Oh,
in?
right. Listen, I'll take it from them. I'm not taking it from you.
He's got an orange peak on his cap as well. We can afford to get this one wrong. What are you going with? It's not orange. Don't. What we're locking in?
Orange. Go on. Do it. Do it.
I ain't doing it. I ain't fucking saying that, you crazy bastard. No way. No way.
Oh, orange. Lock it in.
Well, that's wrong. Question.
You can play the other jingle now, Matty, because it was right.
We played an orange kit.
In 1970 against Stoke, yeah, we did, mate.
Fuck
God.
off.
We
No
are
way.
learning.
No way.
We are learning.
That freeze frame you've got on right now is so flattering, mate.
I don't care. There's no, mate. Oh shit, yeah, mate. Oh shit.
It's like we're hearing his thoughts.
Yeah. He looks like he's doing a crime against humanity on the toilet.
Oh no way, lads. Hold on a minute, boys. That's blown my tiny mind. Let me just.
Oh God.
Let me just make sure Palm's not on. One sec. There we go. We'll go with that one there. What?
Yeah, that's a banger of a kit.
What? We played in an orange kit. I didn't know that, mate. I didn't know.
You know what
that.
it was? I'll tell you exactly. I can even give you the history behind it.
What?
They was trying to get closer to their neighbouring town of Castleford at the time.
Shut up, you sausage. Don't give me that. Do not give me that. That's class. Fair enough. Learn something new every game, don't you? Fair enough.
Right then, boys. This one, I think, is a bit of a rogue question to be chucked in at number 9. A bit of a rogue one because I think this is easier than many that have preceded it. Who wears the current number 21 squad number?
I'm really good with stuff like this. So just give me a minute.
Good. Just give him a minute.
Really
Give him some space. No one talk. Let's just let him think.
Quiet in the classroom, please.
Everyone.
21. I'm usually really good at this.
Really good at this. You just wait.
So good.
When he's got time to think.
Thing is, I've got Byron in my head, but I don't think that's right.
Okay, see, he's ruled someone out already.
Do you know what it is, Matty? You're so good at this, mate. You are
That's
so good at this.
He's so good at this. He's gone through a whole squad. He's ruled one player out already.
If somebody was to ask me
It's not
about squad
Byron,
numbers at home, I would just go, listen, ring Matty Foster because he is so fucking good at
I'd
this.
say that. I'd say you'll be there for a while because he's got to think.
21.
Once he gets it, he's got it. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I need to draw it. Hold on. I don't know
Oh,
what
you
21
draw
looks
it?
like.
He's drawing it.
That's what he said.
Some people call him the Picasso of squad numbers.
They do. Once he's drawn
I know.
Once he's drawn it.
I know it is.
Once he's drawn it.
No, it is. And it's thrown me because
Oh, it's gone again.
He's gone again, hasn't he?
no, mate.
He's gone. Right.
I was torn, right? Because at first, initially I thought about him. Then I thought Tanaka, but then I thought, oh no, he's 17, but no, he's 17 for Japan. But I actually think it's Anton Stack. No, he's 18. I think it's Tanaka.
I just like that.
Mate, you're gonna have to lock something in. You're gonna have to lock something
Stack's
in.
1-8, innit? Stack's 1.
Give him a chance,
innit?
BossNass.
I
No,
think
because
it's
he's
Stack,
so
mate.
good at it. There's no point. Let's
He's
get on
so
with the
good at
quiz.
it.
He's
No.
so good at it.
No,
Honestly.
fucking- I'm blagged, lads. I'm blagged.
Oh,
Hold on.
Oh, wait,
Hold
wait,
on.
wait there.
Tanaka,
Here it comes.
21.
Here it comes.
It's
Okay.
coming.
Stack's
It's
definitely
formally.
18.
Like a fucking tsunami.
Boys,
Like
I now think Stack's
Like a
definitely-
cake with
Stack's
cake with
definitely
no
18.
fucking eggs in it.
Stack's definitely 18. I think Tanaka might be 22 because that looks more like on my paper. I don't think it's 21. I've literally got loads of numbers and just writing people's name above them. I'm so thick. I'm such a tool.
Hey,
The only player, boys, I genuinely, and on art, don't think they've played a game for Leeds United. And there's 2 players in squad that haven't. 3, including
Buonanotte?
him. No, I think it's either Cairns or Byram. Because I don't think I cannot envisage a 21 on pitch this season.
What about
I don't think
Buonanotte? Or he's not? It was.
I don't think it. No, he's 40.
Oh, yeah, he's
46,
40
40
odd.
40
Yeah,
odd.
that does ring a bell.
It's
Yeah.
either Cairns or Byram. Genuinely,
Either
boys.
Kendall Barham, lock it in.
Well, listen, Matty, if there was one bloke in the world that I trust to get this right, it's you, mate, because you are so good
Mate,
at this.
So good at it.
So good at this.
So good at this.
I said Byram at the beginning, but I just don't think
He
it's
did.
Byram.
The first thing he did was rule Barham out.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
not
it might be
it's not Byron, but it could be Byron.
I think it's Cairns, boys, and this is a tough one. This, but I don't recall seeing him 21. on
Doesn't
the
recall it.
picture all the series. I'm going to go Cairns. Alex
Fucking
Cairns.
Rain Man. Fucking Rain
Wild,
Man.
it's
Fucking
a
East
wild,
Yes.
wild one. Alex Cairns.
Do I even have to say if it's right or wrong? Because you're
Is
so
that actually
good.
right? No, never.
Wait, what do you mean never? That's like Luke Littler throwing a 180 and then going,
Get in!
oh.
Get in! Honestly,
Look at that.
that took me. Yeah, get in. I love
Rain
shit.
Man of.
I love
of
shit
League
like that,
Cup
me. No, genuinely,
Yeah.
I love shit like that, me.
It was brilliant.
When
to
I'm
watch.
right.
Watching the work, yeah, mate. Whew.
I'm just in pure imagination. Imagine it. I'm in pure
I feel like
admiration.
the guy from
Yeah.
Hangover without the beard.
No, I expect
Like, you
no.
know what
he's-
numbers like? Woo!
Oh yeah, that's not Hangover. Is that Hangover? Isn't that
Hangover. Yeah, Mum, make me a sandwich. Yeah, he's just a bit of a twat.
What's the
Yeah.
Limitless? It's like Limitless. That guy Limitless takes the
Yes.
tablets to be like fucking G. That's
Did
what
it-
it was like.
Did
Mate,
anyone
do you
get
know
that
what?
right?
Do you know? Listen, do you know when
Tell
you
you what, Healy,
He's cheated.
Graham,
listen, you
You're
know
a
when
bastard.
when you croak it, when you do one, when you hit the bucket, yeah, they're going to extract your brain for science, mate. That's how good you are at this.
I thought they were going to put a number on his headstone. I don't know. What
Maybe.
will be.
Right. Well, this is where
Right.
it gets serious, boys, because this
Come
is
on.
question number 10, and these are difficult questions, and there is a swapperooski.
Easy.
Oh, you don't yeah, sound.
Right. So let's do this one. In the 2003-2004 season, Leeds loaned Leeds
Oh,
loaned.
hello. Go on.
All right. Have you finished? Have you finished with your outburst there, AJ?
There
What
you
year,
go.
pal?
You go. There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
You go. You go.
Right. Shut the fuck up. Right. In the 2003-2004 season, Leeds loaned 3 French players from Marseille.
We did. We did.
Yeah.
He knows these.
Is it name them?
Come on.
We loaned Solomon Olembe,
Lembe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didier Domi,
We did.
and who was the third one?
Lemine. Hold on.
Oh, what were you going to say?
You're so good at this.
Sacco. Lemine Sacco.
Well, Kamara was centre back.
And by the way, boys, don't just fucking spunky load without knowing you've got a swap question, because you have.
I'm sure it's Sacco, mate. It's
Yeah,
Sacco,
but
lad.
we loaned the centre back Kamara as well. He was French.
Yeah, but Sacco, out of all that list he's just read out there, Sacco's the one that he's a definite. Like, the fact he left him out makes that the easiest question tonight.
Yeah, but Kamara's definite as well.
No, he's not. I don't think.
Right, I did, boys. I
Kamara
said
at that time, I think you were after.
you did hear when I said 2003-2004, didn't you?
Yeah, that's Lemine Sacco, because he
Right,
came
right,
around
okay.
that time, didn't he? I think Kamara came maybe just after that when we were a bit shitter.
No, Kamara
Sacco
came
came
last
all
season.
shit.
Kamara came last season of the Premier League as well.
Which is. Oh, mate, I'm telling you now, mate. Lemine Sacco, the fact that I started saying it, and BossNass were like, you're really good at this, and realised they were giving me the answer.
Really good
without
at
giving me
this.
the answer.
You're really good at this.
You're really good at this. Yeah, you're really good at this. Let me just have another puff on this vape because I'm enjoying this, man. You know what I mean?
No, I'm having a puff on my vape because I'm an addict. So if you take the piss out of addicts, right? Who's the low one? Who's the low one?
Lemine Sacco, he's getting low, mate. I'll be honest with you, boys. I didn't know they all came from Marseille, but I know
See,
that Sacco.
I thought there was 4, and I thought Sacco and Kamara. So I had Sacco as well. So it's not David Webber.
I knew Olembe and Sacco. I wouldn't have said Kamara, to be fair.
Tell you what, you're doing an awful lot of chuntering to say that you're so good at it, aren't you, lads?
Do you know what I'll say? BossNass is really good, isn't he? At like steering you away from like, but then be like, no, just do what go with your feels, mate. But it's not that one. Ooh.
You do what's right for you and your family, Matthew Foster.
Right, good night, everyone. I'll be knackered in the morning when I'm up at 4 o'clock.
It's
With kids
at
sleeping, fucking rafters. Dad, wake up, son. It's fucking 1 in. No, you know what I mean. But all right,
no,
boys,
we can't go with Sacco.
shall we do Swapperoonie, Adam?
No. I think it might be Kamara. You think it's Sacco. I was happy with Sacco.
You can have the question anyway after this. If you wanna lock this one in, then have the next one just as a bonus question. Can do that.
Yes. Lock this one in. Locked in. Lermain Sacco. Don't know why we're fanning around so much. It is the answer.
It is an answer.
Oh, don't.
It's an answer. I'll give you that. It's an answer.
It's the answer.
Mike would disagree with you because he says it is Cyril Chapuis.
Oh, so we're both wrong.
Oh, fuck it up.
Fair enough. I'll take that. I'll take it. We've got to
So
question 10.
Mike has done. Listen, Mike's going to be getting flowers from the Onion because he's done you. He's absolutely done you.
Do you remember him, Chapuis?
He's put you in the toaster, right, like that. He's popped you out. He's spreading butter on you. Honestly, he's had you. He's had you.
As Mike
Right.
messed up here because he put Sonny there was 4.
Oh, does it null and void it?
I think so. Because I think Sacco is one of them as well, is he not? If Sacco is one of them, then I think, boys.
What was he from Marseille? No, hang on. If he was from Marseille, if he's from Marseille, it null and voids it. Because the question was, Leeds loaned 3 French players from Marseille.
Sacco was from Marseille as well.
Oh, it's null and void then.
Yeah, Kamara's from Lens. Same year, but he was from Lens.
Ah, really?
Right. All right. Well, listen. It is what it is. I celebrated early. Sometimes happens in life, right?
It does.
Don't worry about it, Mike. We'll get him on the next one.
What happens now?
Sacco was.
We've got an alternative.
Null and void, right? Here we go. Next question.
We've got alternative question 10. So we're subbing it in. Sub ref.
Sub. Null and void.
Right, here we go. Leeds once set a record number of games undefeated.
For you, Mike.
From the start of the season. What was that record of games undefeated? Was it 27, 28, 29, 30?
I think it's 27 or 28. Then I'd go 28.
Lock it in. 28.
Locked in, 28.
29. Have that.
Oh!
God, we're so close.
No.
I'll tell you what. If you can guess the year of the season,
Oh,
if you can get the season, we'll call it a draw.
32.
28.
No.
You can't
Get the season. What year was it?
1928.
1932.
Just cancel the fucking show, lads. What are we doing here?
Can't go on like this, can it?
It can.
It can.
Go on, Mickey McCarthy, you big lump.
It was 1973-74.
Oh,
Fair
so
enough.
close.
I tell you what,
Right century.
that was a very challenging, tricky quiz. But I tell you what, Mike, I think you come good there, and BossNass delivered it superbly, and that was a good giggle. I enjoyed that. That was tough though. Just remember, Mike. You know when you go to games now and there's vibrant colours in front of your eyes. Just remember that's the era we're in. Yeah, a lot more of those next time if it happens, boys.
Yeah, Matty, give us a word that rhymes with orange.
Orange. Is there anything that rhymes with orange in the whole world? Anything? No, Norwich. No, the fucking. Let's move on.
What was that? Was you gonna say an orange?
Orange. Anyways, we have been defeated by the lads.
Excuse me, love. Can you just get me an orange out of the fridge?
Cringe. John Winter, you are on fire. Orange. Cringe. I'll have that. Forage. No, that don't go. Nah.
Oh, don't mention that name. You're gonna have to get Kleenex out for AJ.
Well done, yeah, I tell you what, we miss Priest, we miss the Onion when he's not on. But that was a bloody good quiz. That I enjoyed that. That was
bloody good for Mike. Hey, let's have some applause in the chat for Mike.
Delivered very, very well by yourself. Anyways, boys, we've got to move on swiftly because we've got lots to talk about.
Look what Ailey's put in the chat.
And we'll move on to this week's Who Goes Between Dorigo's Toes.
On a Friday night, who goes between my toes?
Who the hell goes in between Tony Dorigo's toes?
Every week, I put an ex-Leeds United player in between either Matty's teeth or Dorigo's toes. And I'm just feeling Dorigo's toes right now. So I like to go with that because I think he's special. Anyways, this week, Mike, I've gone with a player who was in vibrant colour. You know, literally close to the current day, only a few years. None of that black and white, none of that 50s, 60s, 70s. I've brought it right up to the present day, boys. It's almost there. Like there. Bielsa era. That's what I'm talking about. So you should know this. It should be easy.
Yeah, but it'll be someone that played like Bielsa, 2 times or some shit.
Bielsa era. And I actually think you might get this straight away. I've risked a lot on this one. Because this is so right. And don't just come out and say it straight away if you know it. I want to have to chat.
Oh yeah, easy.
Jamal Blackman.
No, it's not. It's not. And don't just jump in straight away, right? The wait. I arrived at Ellen Road on a season-long loan from Chelsea in August 2018, but due to a serious knee injury, I didn't make my first team debut for nearly 6 months. The cameo, despite being at the club for an entire season under Bielsa, I only ever made 2 senior appearances for the club, both as a late substitute in the games that Leeds eventually lost. The debut, my long-awaited debut, finally came in February 2019, away at QPR, where I was booked for a foul within minutes of coming onto the pitch.
So how many appearances was that again, Matty?
2.
Yeah, you know.
I know you know it, AG. I want to know if BossNass knows. Does he stand out to you at all?
No, I do remember. You know what it is? It's that recent that I can see his face and I can see it on all like the Twitter feed.
I was happy with the signing and fuming that he couldn't get a game. Yeah, fuming like why ain't he playing? Why ain't he playing? And obviously a little bit like we see under Farke sometimes. Like it feels this is a Timu Buonanotte. This is what it is. It's a Timu Buonanotte saga. We've got him on loan. This is going to be exciting. Hold on. Why is he not playing? Because he's not fit enough. This is literally Buonanotte of 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
I can't remember his name. I do remember him signing, but I can't remember his name.
Do you want initials?
Adam, do you want to take it away?
Is he Brown?
It's Izzy Chuffin Brown. Yes, Izzy Brown.
That's a girl's name as well. Fucking weird.
Yeah, man.
Question.
Great questions in the quiz. Yeah, and Lewis Baker. No, we've had that previous, I think. Brown, Izzy Brown. To be fair, if you know, you know, Mike. It's one of those, Mike. You know, if you know it, you know it. You know, just one of those.
That's the
moments.
thing. If you know, you know it.
If you know it, you know it, mate. It's it always helps when you know it. If you know it, you're going to say it because it's obviously something you know. But that always helps when it comes to quizzes. But yes, it was Izzy Brown. So I'm glad you didn't get it, BossNass, because obviously, Mr.
You bastard.
Friend to the superstars over there, you know it straight away. But yeah, Izzy Brown. And we move on swiftly to the preview. Finally, an hour and 8 minutes. We haven't touched on the massive game on Monday night against the fucking Spurs. Right then, before we start, there's 152 in the building, only 113 likes. Smash us that like button, please. And before we go any further, I'm just going to insert this little bit of promo, which isn't my bag, but
it's good. It's good. Don't listen to him. It's good.
Yeah. You want a bit of Leeds? You want a little bit of Imagine Not Being Leeds merchandise? Here you go. There you go. A little bit of a merchandise there if you want. The link is in the description. I've had t-shirts for sale for a long time, but it's not something I push because I'm a little bit, not that way. But if you'd like a new one of the new t-shirts, they are on, on there. The link is in the description. Please go check them out if you fancy something from the channel. It would help me out, and all that good stuff. Who's a model, Stunner? Don't think so, Mike, but thank you very much. Go on, AG.
The white one is wonderful, and actually, that's a very well-made video. I think you've outdone yourself. I don't know how you've even done it, if I'm honest.
Really?
Is that good?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Thank you, boys.
It's really good.
Why didn't you believe me when I told you in the group chat? It was like, oh, right, yeah, all right. Thanks for that, boss.
It had me on the street. I had to stop filming for a white van man who beeped his horn at me. I know I've got good tips, but seriously, that took piss.
To be fair, that was the worst part of the video, but the rest of it was great.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, Nige, you know where to order them, son. You know where to order them. Anyways, right then, let's get into the game for... Cheers, Russ. Thank you so much. Right, so Monday... Play Spuds. Obviously, lads, there's some big games to go before that this weekend. West Ham have to beat Arsenal or get a point. I think if they get a point, there's still 6 to play for if we lose. But let's be fair, if they don't beat Arsenal, we are mathematically sound. Will they beat Arsenal? Who knows? But Spurs on Monday night. I hope it's a game, regardless of what happens before we kick a ball, boys. I hope we take it seriously. I hope we go in there and play with a bit more freedom if we are mathematically safe at that point. But what's your initial thoughts? Because Spurs under De Zerbi took a couple of games to get somewhat light, boys, and now they're looking very good. Albeit, the caveat, Wolves are shit, and Villa rolled over and lost through that game for me. So how good is this little run they're on, or are they to be feared?
They'll be good, mate. On Monday, Spurs will be good. The thing that was lacking for them in a lot of this season, well, the injuries obviously massive part of the season, but
in the description,
their confidence was rock bottom, absolutely rock bottom. You had Frank playing defensive style of football that works for him in Brentford. Another manager that thinks he can just copy and paste his tactics at a bigger club and thinks it'll work. Not going to happen. So look, I think they'll be good. I think they'll give us a real test. And look, that crowd's going to be well on it. Well, they were just like they was thinking that they was 100% down, and you couldn't blame them from what we were saying. Hey, listen, we were saying it on here. Where does Spurs get a win from? How do they turn this around? They look awful. I watched them against Villa. Yeah, Villa weren't good, and you could even say it looked like they threw the game, but Spurs were playing well, man, playing with confidence. I think it'll be difficult.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it will.
AG, you got a bit more of an insight. You got a lot of friends who are Spurs fans, and you know, you going out with the mother. You going,
mummy, yes, mummy.
I knew he'd say mummy.
Mummy.
That sounds so disturbing.
What's the general feeling?
Agree.
I know you're on group chats with a lot of Spurs fans, and I know you've humoured us a lot, saying they're fuming all season. They think they're going to go down. Has that feeling changed now because they're not the favourites to go down anymore?
I think the feeling has changed. I think they suddenly are out of the relegation zone. I think also the performance. I mean, Villa were poor, but they pressed so well, and every player that's so up for the fight. Every Porro, they're all trying a little bit harder, all going in a little bit harder, all running the extra mile. And I think De Zerbi's got out of him because he's an absolute nutcase that drives and demands more than 100% of his players. He's, he won't let any negative thoughts in. It's all positive, and he's getting so much more from those players than any other manager has this season. There's still a lot of injuries, etc. It's not got any better for this game, but they'll be well up for it. The fans will be well up for it if we can. And I think they'll start very, very quickly. We need to get our tactics right. They've still got some very good players. They're not a lot of their better flair players are injured. Kudos, Kuleski, etc. Javi Simmons as well. So, but yeah, they haven't got a lot of their technical players, and so it's all going to be like robust and quick and trying to get at us. If we hold on for the first 20 minutes, they'll get nervous. They'll definitely get nervous but they'll be well up for us, and they've looked better than they have all season.
Yeah, I mean,
we noticed.
Go on, BossNass.
Oh, sorry, mate. No, you go on.
I was just going to say it's crazy to me. I know it has no bearing on this because they are at home, but the home
Terrible
form
home.
is why they are. But their away form, boys, is ridiculously good. I mean, I've just thought they've been shit all year. I haven't really paid much attention to the fact that away from home, they are unbelievable. I mean, to have picked up 26 of their, 37 points, 11 points only picked up at home is ridiculous. So, yeah, the fact that we are playing them at home, Sonny, it gives us a massive chance in this one. The two recent wins, boys, have obviously come away from home as well against Villa and Wolves. At home, they haven't won. Like when you look down here, since Brentford 2-0, the 6th of December. We're now in the 5th month of the year, boys. They haven't won for like 6 months at home. So does that recent? I mean, look at that. Look how bad that is for Spurs. That's mental.
Yeah, but I don't. It is crazy. I'm not necessarily so sure that you can look at the season like that when they've got De Zerbi and the way they was moving the ball against Villa. You know, it was coming into midfield and it was going out wide quick. And the wide men were turning the bodies towards goal and driving at the goal. Like, it looks like they've just gone, do you know what? Fuck it. Everyone had us down anyway. Everybody had us down anyway. Let's go out there and just take the pressure off ourselves and just attack the game. And they did that against Villa. And they looked... I tell you what, against Villa, and you probably could say, look, Villa turned it in. Rightly so, because of the result they got against Forest. But they didn't look like a team that had any business being down there against Villa.
But Villa were so bad.
I know, mate, and that's the
So
interesting
bad.
thing. You know, we'll see that again on Monday. Was it because Villa was so shockingly bad, or was it because Tottenham have genuinely turned a corner, even with all those injuries? It's yet to see. But to me, I've seen two. You know, you've seen games where you watched a game and you've gone, both teams are really poor. Both teams are really poor. And it's a boring, horrible game of football to watch. That even if Spurs were playing a poor team, they looked really good doing it. So it'll be interesting to see.
It'd be interesting what we do as well, because if
we will.
If we match it, if we try and match it, it could very easily go the same way as the Newcastle game, being very spread out. That if both teams are doing that high press, Spurs. De Zerbi's got so much more from them, but like Moani's still not a great winger. Like, you know, he's still not going to go past people.
No, he's a striker.
No, but that's what I mean. He's been playing on the wing though, hasn't he? That's
I know.
what I mean.
Weird.
So the threat isn't the same as having a Kudos out there. Tell looked very good at Ellen Road when we watched him there. He's obviously a talented player, but he mostly's been crap. Gallagher suddenly, you know, scores that goal and runs a lot. Suddenly they're playing Gallagher's style though, where it's on the front foot pressing people, and suddenly he looks a much better player for it. Paulinho in midfield, most tackles, like he's a good destroyer. Ben scores quite. They've got some good, but let's not get too carried away. Like this, I say, I think it'll start quickly. The crowd be on it. If we can just hold on for that first 20 minutes and just hold our nerve, I think it will settle down a little bit from there. But you know, I'm not saying we're going there. We can't win this by any stretch. We're just saying how much better Spurs have been lately. And they have been much better, and they'll be confident because De Zerbi's one of those guys that goes into a club and just grabs it by the scruff of the neck and just drags it along. He's that type of manager.
Did you hear what Jamie O'Hara said?
Oh God,
he's been tipping it to go down. We're going to go down, blah, blah. If we stay up, big if, but if we do, we can finish the Champions League places next season under De Zerbi. I'm like, fucking hell.
Do you think that's wild?
Wild, mate. Wild.
See, I don't think that's wild.
Top 10's not wild. Top 10's not wild.
No. We're only talking
about.
No. We're only talking about what Man United did last season. Let's not act like it doesn't happen.
Wild, mate.
Tottenham, and I'm not. Look, listen, I'm not a Tottenham fanboy. I'm not a big fan of the London Ballcocks, but. You know, it's something we've seen last year. You know, Tottenham for the team that they are. Yes, people from around the continent do see Tottenham as an attractive proposition. The stadium, the facilities, London. You know, is it that wild to think that when they get their injuries back and they get Kudus back and they've got Madders playing? You know, what I mean, they probably sell Bentancur and replace that midfield.
I tell you what,
I don't think it's mental.
Yeah, but they've got to be very careful. I know it's a De Zerbi factor, and only De Zerbi factor. Spurs have been like, they won the. I was saying they've been shit for years. They won the UEFA Cup last season. You know, like it's all just all over the shop, isn't it? With Spurs, anyway. Spurs fans, it's why everyone around me growing up was a Spurs fan, and they're always like, "Oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this, we're going to do that." It's always they've always been that way inclined. They've always been optimists until this season, until lately actually, and they're like, "Oh, Dr. Tottenham sort of shit." But I mean,
all boxed
Deserby
up's coming for you, mate. All boxed up's coming for BossNass.
Mate,
We're
the whole
talking about.
hey, listen, the old chat's been coming for me all night.
The bastard.
And you know,
bastard.
You've got big shoulders. You can take it, mate. You can take it. Yeah, no, we're just talking about Spurs, mate. Like we've just got to talk about Spurs.
We're talking about them as their last game. Their last game,
listen,
they were very good.
God fucking forbid we have some kind of balance on this show. Do you know what I mean? I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just say, "Oh, yeah, Spurs are shit. Spurs are shit, mate. They'll lose all the games. And it's going to be like the most mental stadium in the Championship, and it's just going to be a disaster."
Do you know what? I was talking to Spurs mates the other day about if they go down, and they said about players that will leave and players that won't leave. And they had the attacking midfield in the Championship of Kuvalevsky right, Madison in the middle, and Javi Simmons on the left. Imagine that in the Championship. Imagine it. Oh, God. You'd feel sorry for
Mate, there's going to be a massive stadium in the Championship next year, whichever way you look at it. Whichever way it happens.
And some top-tier talent, mate, will be getting snapped up for.
Do you know what? I think it helps. Listen, again, before I get loads of abuse, I think it does help Spurs as well that West Ham are playing Arsenal, because I think it turns it, in their mind, they'll think they don't get anything from Arsenal, so it turns it from being something potentially scary into something that's an opportunity, something to grab rather than be fearful of.
I get that. Yeah, no, 100%. So obviously that's a bit on Spurs there to turn it about, focus back to us now, lads. We know Okafor's out. We know Gabby Goodmanson out. So that left-hand side, our main threat, let's be fair, in attack for me, it comes down that left-hand side. I don't know what you're thinking in terms of line-up, where you would go. As I always do, mate, I'm going to bring my line-up up to see what you think. Again, this is what I would do. I do think Aronson plays instead of Metcher. Tanaka in there. Do we see Longstaff playing there? What do you make of that, boys?
I don't know, mate. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to go for therapy after this stream, mate. I'm getting absolutely bullied in the chat.
Hey, best quiz master yet, mate. There you go.
Oh, Graham, you'll do for me, mate. You'll do for me.
So yeah, I mean, it's going to be somewhat similar to that. Do you think? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's never. I mean, we don't really do the free in midfield thing particularly. I mean, it always ends up being a sort of free 4, and then two attacking midfielders. I don't really like the Metcher in that role of that attacking midfield left-hand side. I just don't. I like him starting up front with DCL, and that's it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have him in the side because he can't beat a man. I mean, I'm almost certain Farke will go bring Aronson in for Okafor, and that left side suddenly Aronson, Justin, like there's not a lot of attacking output there, is there? So it suddenly limits us. But I think we might bring Aronson in, just trying to match their running and presuming it's going to be that end-to-end game a little bit more so. So
I agree. I think, like Graham said there, that's the best lineup. It is because it's my preference. But I do think they dropped Aronson for the last game, boys, which is something we haven't seen a lot. Drop rotated. Everyone will look at it, was on the bench.
He was dropped.
Is that what you say? Yeah.
I mean, he went. Tanaka, Anthony's my centre midfield. I've got to get a stack into attacking midfield. Okafor has to play as a one player that can beat a man. And then, there's no place for Aronson. And I 100% agree with that because, for a long time, I know I'm an Aronson knocker and all that sort of stuff, but I just say there's just no end product there. There's just no end product. He's not. As Aronson is, I'm a little bit fed. Everyone's like, "Oh, Aronson's okay." He's not okay. As an attacker in the Premier League, he's not okay.
It's mad as this, right? You got Ronnie here, so obviously a Spurs fan in the chat. Do you agree with that? Or do you think looking from the outside, you can see a side with Darlow in there?
Yeah, well, Ronnie doesn't obviously watch a lot of football.
I think looking from the outside and you see James Justin,
I'm sorry.
Bogle and Darlow, but that side is a good side.
You watch games Leeds play, and you watch the output we get out of these players, the way they're used.
You'll see on Monday, Ronnie.
Like, I absolutely don't worry. Like, I get it, Ronnie. Like, I get and I say like James Justin it looks sort of Bogle. It's all very championship. It's more championship history in those sorts of players. It feels like, but honestly, you watch enough Leeds United, you get it. You get it. You get what Farke's got out of them. You get it.
It's not about the individuals. It's a team. It's a collective, and
We are much more than some of our parts.
we
Absolutely.
really are, mate. We really are. But I mean, to just come on a stream and look at it, I can sort of get why you'd say that.
Yeah, but do you know what? I can't as well on the basis of look at Burnley and look at Wolves, and you go, okay, that's 2. So you go, that team's staying up in the final four. West Ham have been crap, and Spurs have been all. You know, Spurs have been awful. Spurs got 2 wins at home this season. That gets you relegated. You know, so I won't worry too much about it because I mean, he's watched enough of Spurs to understand Spurs deserve to be down there. There's no doubt about that. So don't worry about our team. Like I say, there's 2 that's already gone, and then there's West Ham and Spurs been shit all season, like terrible. And we were relying on that. As I said at the beginning of the season, we were relying on established Premier League sides. And this was based on Sunderland going down as well. We were relying on one established Premier League side being really, really poor, like dropping the ball completely. Thankfully, Wolves have, Spurs have, West Ham have, because Sunderland are poor. Like if someone said at the beginning of the season Sunderland going to finish 12th, I'd say we're down. Like I don't see how we make this work. You've done 2 established Premier League sides really fucking up, and three have.
Yeah, no, big time. AG, BossNass, should I say?
Or bastard, whichever one you choose, mate.
I was waiting for him to say that. But no, I mean, when it comes to Leeds, mate, I mean, do you think, depending on the situation on Monday, there's a different lineup, or do you reckon it'll be the same no matter what? Do you get what I mean? Like, if we're mathematically safe, it'll go a bit more risky because it doesn't matter, or do you think the side will be the same regardless of what happens?
But listen, I don't think Farke would ever admit that he'd play an altered side just because we're safe. But I do listen. I think if some players have like a slight tinge or a slight knock, and you're not safe, and they're the best option, you probably do play them. If it's not mathematically done, but if it is mathematically done, yeah, I think you'd start to see Dan James getting some more minutes, Willie Nonto getting some more minutes.
I don't know with Farke.
At least I'd like to see.
Yeah.
I think Longstaff needs to get some more minutes if you know the back end of the season, if we're already safe. I think he's been unlucky with his minutes, Longstaff, got to say.
Yeah, me too. I think Longstaff and Tanaka have been unlucky with the minutes because obviously Amundsen's had probably bulk.
Do you know what? Tanaka's an interesting one. I think Tanaka's looked off it. I think his touch. It's deserted him a little bit what he was in the Championship to what he's doing in the Premier League. He's nowhere near nowhere near the heights he did in the Championship.
I think more people will agree with you on that. What I will say on that is, I think people have been very harsh, but loads of people are telling me Tanaka's not quite been at it, and a lot of people want Farke, I think, to be right on every single decision. And I do think I do think the Tanaka one hasn't been ideal this season, although it doesn't. Who gives a shit now? Because look how well we're doing. But what I will say is, Chelsea at home, 3 points. Tanaka don't play for me as well as he did. We don't win that game. And I know that's a crazy statement, but Liverpool at home, 3-3, we don't get that point. Scum away, outstanding in that game, Tanaka, outstanding. West Ham in quarter-final, fucking outstanding. For me, there's been key moments this season. We don't get to the semi-final, potentially, of the FA Cup without Tanaka's performance in that. And those key moments. So I do think he's had 3 or 4 big games which has given us the joy in the season we've had. And I think everyone's quick to jump when he loses a ball in the middle of park in a game and the break and have a chance on goal. And it's always the one with Harper. Oh, he's too weak. He's too weak. When actually, I think, how many points does he cost us? I wouldn't say many.
Do you know, it's not. You're absolutely spot on. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I wouldn't start him. I'd start him over Gruev every day of the week. I don't mean he's played badly. My expectation of him would have been slightly better. And he does take a risk. And he does make wrong decisions. He doesn't track his man sometimes. All those sorts of things. And and in the Premier League, it's just a case of we could upgrade that one. I like what Tanaka brings. I like the drive. But I think the traits he has, we can get a better version of that trait now, I think, because in the Championship, he's touch, he's press resistance, he's a player. We haven't got a single player in our squad that plays in tight spaces. No one in our squad wants it in a tight spot. None of them, not one of them. And you watch this elite team, Man City, everyone takes it in a tight spot, right? So we haven't got one. Not one. And I thought Snacker would be that man, and he's not been that man. His touch has been off it. And it's not about, I'm not saying about where he's lost it occasionally and things happen. The shit happens in football. That's not the end of the world. But I'm saying in general, I'm watching his touch and the way he's receiving the ball and the way he's keeping ball and not keeping ball and all those elements all through the game. I'm not picking out moments all through the game. And I'm saying he's not been quite the player I thought he was going to be in the Premier League.
Yeah, I disagree. BossNass?
Bastard.
Any say on that?
Yeah. I think he's played exceptional in some games, and he's looked a bit out of sorts in others. It's about maintaining that consistency. If you can get consistency out of Tanaka, then he's worth probably 25 million more than what he's valued at now. Well, you've stopped fucking at me, right? You're joining in with these lot in the chat, right?
Thing is with Tanaka as well, he's playing alongside two of the most consistent players in a Leeds shirt in Ampadu and Stack.
I understand what AG's saying. I think
I do.
The big question is he happy? Potentially having a squad rotational role when there's better quality brought in to compete with him, because the difficult part of progression as a football team is sometimes it's not comfortable. And is he willing to do that is the question.
I think in the Premier League he's been caught out a little bit by the time you don't have on the ball, like the press, and that you just don't get that moment in the Premier League on the ball at all.
Get that.
And I think he's been found lacking slightly in that. He's just not the same player he was in the Championship, where you do get that extra split second on the ball. And I think ultimately, and actually talk about player trading. I love Altanaka. You go to Wembley, everyone reads out. The guy announced reads out all of a sudden. Altanaka comes up, every fan, hell, you're like all of them. And we all love him. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's about player trading and players you can upgrade on. Tanaka, and I think, and there's value in certain players. Tanaka's one for me.
I also think he hasn't. When was last time? Well, this season, has he had a run of 6 games in a row? He hasn't had. You know what I mean? He hasn't been allowed to build any consistency up to his minutes. So, and weirdly, I think now he's getting. You're not getting no stick, but similar to what you're saying today. I've had loads of conversations in group chats, and I've had messages on my video saying he's off it at minute. He's not looking the same player. So I get it. But right now he's being picked every week as well, and it's probably right now his form looks a little bit rusty. But Farke, it's like Farke sticking through him. Is that because we had injury to Stack for a bit? But like that against Burnley, he could have brought Aronson back in for Tanaka, and I wouldn't. That would have made sense for what you're saying, and he didn't. So is he letting him?
I don't think that does make any sense, because I think you need Stack as that attacking midfielder. So Aronson it could have been Longstaff for Tanaka, would have been the one maybe. Yeah. But I'm not saying about form. I'm saying the player he is in the Premier League. I've seen enough of everything about him, the play, and he's played enough games. I'm not, people are so ready to judge like a Nonta or James when they come in for an FA Cup game. Oh, see, they are shit. Farke was right. People love that. Farke was right. Loads of people love that. You go, well, they're just not that sharp. They're playing a team that's fragmented. There's 8 changes. It's never going to look great. But I think Tanaka, I've seen enough in the Premier League now to know the player he is in the Premier League. And for me, it's not the player I hoped he's going to be. I don't think he's been shit, and I think he's had some very good games, and he brings lots of good traits. But I think that player, the player you're going to play against next to Ampadu, I think Gruev, Tanaka, we can upgrade. That's one of the positions I'll be upgrading some.
AJ,
great point. Great point.
The thing is with Tanaka is, do you think his development in terms of his level in the Premier League is now finished? He's reached his peak.
Well, you're absolutely right, because he's just going to give it. I think it probably has. Yeah, I think he's as good as he's going to be in the Premier League.
If that's what you think,
he's anymore getting used to it.
If that's what you think, if you think he's at his peak now,
you've got to sell.
Then I would say sell. I don't necessarily agree he's reached his. I don't think 12 months in the Premier League. The thing is, it's a weird time frame where you can see it both ways. You can say 35 games in the Premier League, even though he hasn't played that many of them, is enough period of time to see what you're going to see. But for me, if he's happy taking a squad rotational role again for the money that we paid for him, are you going to be able to find an option which has the ability to come on and change a game when he's at it? Has the ability to come on and change a game for the money that we've got him on the books for. It really is. It's one of those. It's one of those weighing scales where it's going to be so interesting to see what Leeds United do in this summer, because we've got so many decisions to make on a lot of players.
If you could have a player like Tanaka, like you said, with Tanaka's quality, who is happy with that squad rotation role, whether he is or not, we don't know. But if he was, it's going to be hard to bring someone in for that, for that cheap value who can give the output. So I agree on that.
I absolutely, and I'm not trying to push Tanaka out the door. I still think he's a very good player. I say he's not quite been up to it. I say it's interesting to say, about is there more to come, and I don't think there is. Just judging by watching football for a long time, about looking at certain players and the way they do certain things, they receive the ball, and you think, okay, sometimes you see a few things in the game, a few moments, okay, if you can just get more of that touch, okay, he's given it away there, but I know there's something more there. But I think I've seen enough to Tanaka now to know this is, I think, and of course I could be completely wrong, this is peak, and I'm not pushing him out the door, but I think but I do want to upgrade that central midfield position. I do want a better partner for Ampadu, someone who's a bit more progressive that can do the all-round game a little bit more, because I think Stack will still stack in attacking midfield, but you've got to then sell a Gruev, a Tanaka, or a Longstaff, one of those three.
AJ, let me ask you this: when you're playing paddle?
Yes, dear, yes,
right?
yes.
Have you ever come up, or in any sport in your life, come up against someone who's clearly better than you are, but because of that, you've raised your game to a level that you didn't know you had?
Yes, a lot of times, yeah.
Because that happens in sport. I think there'll be loads of people in the chat as well where they've played in the sport and they've reached a level that they didn't know they had because they're playing someone that's levels above what they usually play at.
Yeah,
that happened with Tanaka. If you're talking about bringing, what was it, Smitten from Germany, players of that ilk, real creative players that do it on a consistent level every week.
Yeah,
that can develop a player just as much as a coach can. So again, I would be tempted to see another 12 months of Tanaka.
Oh yeah, no problem at all. And I say I'm only saying if the right value comes in. I say one of them's got to go, Longstaff, Gruev, or Tanaka. But the right value could be 12 million for Gruev, could be 10 million for Longstaff, could be 50 million for Tanaka. But the right value comes in, and I think ultimately, absolutely, there may be more to come from Tanaka. That's absolutely fine. And he is unique, and he can be unique in your squad. He can work as a squad rotation option. But ultimately, for one of my pinpoint positions of where I want to upgrade in summer is next to Ampadu. Definitely. Like that. Do you agree with that? Or do you think we got nothing? Do you both agree, or do you think we got nothing there? Like you'd like an extra centre midfielder in the summer?
I think right now it's one of our most strongest parts of our squad. We've got good quantity there. We've got decent numbers there when everyone's fit. I do think you have to upgrade somewhere. And I did a video earlier in the week where I love Darlow, but I think goalkeeper needs upgrading. I love Tanaka and Longstaff, but I think one of those midfield points needs upgrading, and I think the striker needs upgrading. Those three in the starting lineup, plus there'll be a big turnover of squad players as well, and that bench needs flushing out as well. But I'm massively all in on that starting lineup. Pretty much the regulars that play, I'm very much 7 or 8 of them are good enough for me, but they won't be for everyone. I'm happy with Rodon, Strauch, and Beal. Not everybody's sold on them too, and I get that. But I do think that midfield spot, if you can go out there and spend 20 million quid and get lucky with someone like Stack, you might have to spend a bit more, Adam. You might have to go out there and buy a proven 25, 30 million pound player. But if it works, you bring someone who's as good as a Stack, that's just elevated it from having that Aronson who plays a bit, Longstaff can fill in a bit, Gruev, all of a sudden you've got an absolute monster in there who's good every single week at that level. That would elevate this side 100%. I think with the two that are already in there, we would run through teams, run over teams, because I think the other two are top players. And as much as I like Tanaka, I like Longstaff. I don't mind Aronson. I do think that third is the weakest player out of that midfield, isn't it? You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's going to be intriguing to see. But anyway, boys, look, Spurs. What's going on? Leeds Spurs. We always do this. These little challenges we go off on. Everyone knows it. We go off on these all the time. But let's just bring it back to the Spurs game, boys. What are your thoughts in terms of Leeds going there? Whether we need a win or we don't, whatever. Do we beat Spurs? Because I think this is going to be a bit of a split, this one.
I'll go first because I think it's going to be an absolute basketball game. With the nature of the game, is that Spurs have to, from the first whistle, they have to go for it. because they haven't got many chances left to build that gap with West Ham. So they're going to leave themselves exposed to the counter attack, and I think it's just going to be a backwards and forwards, good old fashioned shootout. So I think there's going to be plenty of goals in it. Are you wanting the score prediction?
I do, mate. I do want to yeah.
Or 2-2, 3-3, something like that.
Desmond.
I was thinking 2-2. I think the high press if we high press it, and especially if we're safe, I think it could become a very stretched game end to end and be very Newcastle-esque, I think. So yeah, I'll go 2. Without Okafor, I think Okafor's a massive miss. 2-2.
Well, all boxed up. You were wrong. You were wrong. You fancied a Desmond. I don't get that. I don't even get how. Yeah, I love you, mate. And you all boxed up too. I'm weirdly, it's 3 Desmonds in a row, boys, because I genuinely think 2-2. There were plenty of goals, plenty of mistakes, I think, as well in this game. I think it'll be quite frantic, end-to-end basketball, like you say, and I think 2-2, and I'll be buzzing with.
I can't be having. Are you seriously saying that we don't have at least 2 members on this panel predicting a massive Leeds United win, and I'm the one getting 100% of the abuse? Oh, by the way, 100% of the abuse.
100%.
And you two are predicting the same as me. Shocking.
Now 2-2, I think. But yeah, I don't know what else to say on that one, boys. I think everyone's in agreement that it's going to be a tough game, this one. Going back a month or so, I think if Tudor was still in, boys, I don't think they'd have picked up the results they had. I think we'd be going into this massively confident that we'll go there and steamroll them. But it's still, like you say, when you look at the fixtures and the results and stuff, sorry, going back in the stats, BossNass, you were right to point out, it's not the same Spurs looking over the season. Other managers come and they are different. They are getting odd player back as well. Will we see Archie Gray line up against Leeds, boys? That'll be a little bit interesting as well to see Archie against us. Maybe not. No, but yeah, I mean, I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. I'm going to the game, so I get to see this brand new, snazzy, beautiful stadium. Is it as nice as it looks?
Mate, they've got like a go-kart, like one of the most advanced go-karting tracks underneath it.
Yeah,
I heard something, right? Someone told me the other day, I can't remember what. The amount of ACL injuries and big injuries they've had is it something to do with the pitch, or is that?
They say it's because it's a retractable pitch. It's much
really.
It's just solid because it's obviously coming in and out on something. So it's solid underneath. You haven't got the softness of as much soil. So they're just like they're just the impact through your knees and stuff relentlessly. It's just the ankles and whatever else. But yeah, it's a nice stadium. Do you know what? When I went to Wembley, and it's 90,000, and I looked at it and I thought I'd hate this to be our home ground. Like if they built Ellen Road, it's just soulless. And Spurs done it okay, but these big grounds, the fans all move slightly further away from the pitch, and it's not. I don't like the Everton ground. I just prefer the old ground. I prefer Highbury to the Emirates. Like all of them. They're all better atmospheres. I think all the old
Crystal
grounds.
Palace, just these old Fulham. Yeah, no, they are better, aren't they? But I'm intrigued to see.
We've got so careful with our ground. Ellen Road.
Yeah, we have.
We're so careful with that.
We have. Hopefully they get it right, mate. They need to get it right because that's our, it's massive for us. Is that Ellen Road atmosphere massive? Leeds. If we are still trying to establish yourself, even you won't by the time it's done. 4 years down the line, we're well into us progression.
Yeah, no, it is massive.
If we're still flirting around where we are now, boys, and you lose the Ellen Road atmosphere, I'd be worried. You know what I mean? It needs to stay where it is for Leeds.
I think if West Ham played at the Berlin ground this year, they'd be 9 points better off, and I just don't.
I agree.
Yeah,
I massively agree on that. Yeah, I do.
On top of the pitch, the atmosphere they're saying it's felt completely different. 100%.
Massively. Anyway, boys, let's move on to the last part of the show. It is Stad. And I will leave this one to BossNass. I'm assuming he'll say no right now, but I don't know. I ain't going to put no pressure on anyone. Me and AG will be at the game. If BossNass fancies it between now and then, it's there for him if he wants it, but we'll see.
Yeah, tune into BossNass Bastard Sports on when is it? Monday night.
Yeah, we'll see, But I'm well up for him doing it if he wants to, but no pressure. We'll speak about it afterwards. Yeah, so touch on this. Tony said earlier, evening everyone. Been looking forward to this all week. Thank you so much, Tony, for the support. What do you guys make of the Southampton Spygate situation? Hilarious, boys. And he also goes on to say, I guarantee 100% they won't be fined 200k like we were in 2019. The EFL rats will give them a telling off. But yeah, when you look at that situation, a rule came in, didn't have to afterwards. We got fined when there wasn't a rule in place. And now there's a specific rule saying, you can't do it. It's going to be interesting to see what fine they get or what happens with this this happening. But
I don't even know. I'm not even aware of what's going on, so I'm not going to comment on it.
You genuinely don't know?
I genuinely don't know.
So obviously playoff game, Southampton and can't remember the team now.
Oh God.
Millwall have just played Hull.
Middlesbrough?
Southampton and Middlesbrough. There's been a Spygate incident where there's been, I think it's a Southampton analyst has been seen outside the Middlesbrough ground in the bushes watching training, BossNass. Like, how hilarious is that after what we had with Bielsa? Literally, Spygate 2.0. It's been all over news today. Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Class, mate. Class.
I wonder if Sky Request a Bet will take bets on Orta becoming next director of football.
Absolutely class, mate. Yeah, all spies out way and stuff. But yeah, Butter, that's the one. But yeah, thoughts on that, boys? I suppose it's just funny, isn't it? Just funny, and it will be interesting to see if they do get any sort of penalty for that, because they should do. They really should do. User said earlier, hi, Matty. Derby Jim here. How are you doing, my mate? What a season. Ampadu, my player of the season, genuinely thought he could not step up at this level. Gudmundsson's a fantastic sign. Okafor, Roden and Stack, my standouts. And what I'll say with that, boys, is there'll be a lot of people go, obviously, Okafor, Gudmundsson and Stack. And I think Stack and Gudmundsson will get all the mentions. But I think there is a point when you look at the side that brought us up. And Ampadu, he had a lot of question marks. And this is why it probably elevates him, because he has proven a lot of people wrong, BossNass.
Yeah, not to cut your reply short on that, but maybe that's a good teaser for that video idea that you had for the end of the season.
100%. We will be doing a end of season awards. I'll even put on a shirt and tie just for the occasion. And BossNass,
yeah, we all will.
We'll all come straight. And yeah, whether it happens, maybe the week before the season ends, maybe a couple of weeks time, I don't know. But yeah, end of season awards. We'll have goal at season, player at year, young player, breakout player, everything, and we'll go and we'll have a proper awards and we'll get chat involved and have a bit of it'll be class. But yeah,
me and Matty will have some Bucks fizz, and then AJ will be sat there with his Moet Chandon or his Bollinger or something along those lines.
100%. Paul Brennan said Anton Stack, Jacobiol, Ethan Ampadu, Bogle, Pascal, all on long-term contracts. Also signed Carl Darlow for next year. I clicked on that. I get the rest of it, but Carl Darlow, boys, whether he's number one or not, deserves another contract. Or do you think they will think, am I going to be number one again? I'll move on because I'm good enough to be number one.
I don't think there's. I said this to you, Matty, privately. I don't think there's any chance that Carl Darlow moves on. No chance.
Really?
No, because I think he is. He is very happy to step in as number one. I think he loves it, but I think he understands his position in the game as goalkeeper. I think he understands that he's not an elite level or seen as an elite level Premier League goalkeeper. He's played on loan at Hull. He got shipped to us. And do you know what I mean? He knows that.
It's mad.
So I don't think, for what did we pay for him? 200 grand, something like that.
Yeah.
I genuinely, again, how do you replace a goalkeeper of his level?
I agree.
Who's happy to sit as number two? Because I genuinely believe he's happy to sit as a number two.
We spent 16 million quid on a keeper, mate, who isn't better than Darlow.
Exactly.
And I know people in chat are going, whatever, right now, he's not better than Darlow. The argument is he's not. And that's you bang on. You bang on for that much money. You get him signed up, and you hope he's happy being a number two with the view of maybe bringing someone else in, but he's good enough to be number one as well.
Well, you sit him down, and you say to him, "Look, Carl, you understand where we are as a club. You understand that we brought Perry in so that you would be our number two. That ain't quite worked out. We're still in that position. Are you still happy like he was last year, to continue to support us in the goalkeeping department while we look for our long-term number one. And I'm sure he would be. He's getting his money, and he was happy to do it in the first place.
And let's be fair, would he have got an opportunity to be a number one in Premier League after, we're number one at Hull in the Championship? It's worked out pretty well for him. Frustrating times last year, trying to get in the side, but he's got in there now, and he's proven to be a key member of why we are where we are in League, boys, as well. A key cog in that machine.
I think he'll be happy to stay because I think the alternative is probably mid-level Championship if it's be a number one anywhere. So
or Millwall, something like that. If Millwall got promoted, they might look.
I don't know. Maybe I don't think any Premier Club were jumping at him. I think, but I mean, he's done really well this season. But yeah, I think he's been happy to be a number two for his whole career, pretty much.
He's chilled out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I think he'll sign a new contract. And I think he'll stay.
It's nice not
be number two.
It's nice, boys, finishing watching the game or whatever, and not having to talk about the keeper costing us points. It's just been nice, and it's since he's got in there, that's probably best thing you can say, really. You've then got this earlier from Fear in Cullum. Biol, Gabbett, Stack, Okafor ain't going anywhere. Plenty of drops to get rid of. Stones to Leeds on a good source. Yeah, injury problem, we keep it fit. I don't know if you've heard all on this, boys, but again, a loose link, but I've heard of the John Stones rumour. Would you take him at Leeds United?
He's being offered out, I can tell you that for a fact. He's been offered to Juventus as well.
Would you take him?
I'd take him at either club, yeah.
Yeah, either. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, to be fair, yeah, I'd have him at Leeds. Is he better than Joe Rodon on that right hand side? Because he ain't going to get over Jacobiol. But great depth again, though. Is he better than Bornau? Yes.
It depends how you wanting to play. Like, for bringing the ball out of defence, the only real defender that we have that's good at that is Strauch, and I'd say he's better than Strauch at bringing the ball out into the midfield. So,
yeah,
no, I agree. Get some of these comments here. Bastard Boss, that is the new Leeds negotiator. I'm loving it, man. Loving it.
How have I picked up that nickname? Because, right, honestly, that has stuck like a bad smell. That, and it only happened about an hour ago.
It really hasn't it. Let's stop the BossNass the bastard, because it really has a ring to it. I'm going to start saying it. I've already changed his name in my phone to Bastard.
The Bastard.
The Bastard. Graham Stoner, legend. Do you think Okafor is worth the risk, or can we improve on him with a less injury-prone player? I think if you're going to improve on Okafor, you're going to be spending a lot of money. He's definitely worth keeping and turning down any offers that come in for him. Because if you do get an injury, so if you do get a decent run of games without injury, I do think he's going to be 30, 40, 50 million pound player, in my opinion. His quality is of that level. The consistency is the problem, but the consistency isn't allowed to grow because of the injuries. So you've just got to back that he gets a bit of luck with them.
Realistically, lads, do you think we pick up Noah Okafor from AC Milan last year if he didn't have some injury problems? No. Doesn't happen, does it?
No, does it?
So
you take it, don't you? I think you're only getting this version of Okafor, and I take it. Do you know what I mean? You're right.
Okafor, what Okafor does for us, carry the ball forward, get us up the pitch, beat a man. He's exciting to watch. We haven't got anyone else like that. James and Nonto sort of versions, but not quite. I say, and then you look at your attacking midfield. Okafor and Stack, really quite different, but there's two. Schmid, if we can get him, very different again, more of a creator, small presser, almost fulfills the Aronson role. And do you know who the fourth player could be of that attacking midfield quartet then? Ramazani as your backup to Okafor. Ramazani's per 90 stats. Ramazani's per 90 stats in Spain are phenomenal. If you look them up, he's percentiles per 90. He's elite. Like he's 95 and better for everything. Attacking output. He goals lately, etc. How many plays? How many goals he scored?
I agree with you. I agree with everything you've said there, AJ. The only thing I would say is that does Farke swallow his pride and bring him back into the fold?
No. I think Valencia come in with 14, 15 million, and we just take it because it's easier.
Because
what happens?
Because it brings a lot of attention to the previous you know, where he was putting his arm around him at games, even though he hadn't been giving him a sniff of a minute, and he was stood there like a hostage, like, having to look happy and stuff like it brings all that back to the fore, and I'm not sure he's going to want to bring that into the camp. As a player, I totally agree with you. I would have him backing up Noah Okafor. I would do.
I would. You
I
know,
just
how I
don't
feel
see it
about that,
happening.
aren't I? You've got good old Jack Harrison coming back, boys, because Fiorentina will not trigger a £6 million deal for him because he is pants. So yeah, we will have that winger back. So
surely a Coventry or an Ipswich or someone like that takes Harrison.
Why would they?
Because that's the kind of strange shit they do.
Yeah, but have you seen his wages? AG, look at the guy's wages.
Genuinely don't think he's good enough for Coventry, mate. Like, I don't.
No, I agree, but I think it's weird. They do weird shit like that, don't they?
Look at his wages. Like, honestly, I'm not being. I know we don't. You know, he's not at the level, and he's not the guy that we want. Even personality-wise, he ain't really Leeds. But on a human level, I know I'm not. I'm seeing out that contract. I'm looking after my family. I'm taking all that money to the bank.
Yeah.
So, you know, you got to look at it that way as well. It's a bit like Bamford, you know, he didn't really want to go when he was on all that money as well. So,
yeah, I love Jackie. The only one, Lee Jones, you're a top blob. You're the only one, pal. You really, really are. Fraser said earlier, well, it's the last one. Totally random, but do you think Leeds would go for Iriola in the summer? I don't think we're looking at a manager in the summer. But if we did, if they sacked him and he wanted to come to Leeds, 100%. Everybody'd have him at Leeds, but it's not going to happen.
I think Iriola's a bit of a match made in heaven, Leeds United, Iriola. I really do. I think there's something in that. But, yeah, they're not going to rock.
It ain't happening, is it, boys? There's no way at all. And there's no reason to be even looking at managers this summer as a boys. I think we're all on that. I know, we're not going to go into it, but I know we all have these little... But let's just... We're not, are we? We don't need a new manager for next
year. There's as much sense about talking about Xavi Alonso as there is about Andoni Iriola at this point.
It really isn't it? It's like just we sound as we are, and we just keep pushing as we are. For me, I'd rather have the bastard on the wing, says Fraser. Exactly, Rapid is the bastard. Absolutely Rapid.
You'll have the bastard in your house with an hammer if you carry on.
Yeah, Colin. Yeah, I think we're all happy with Bogle stay, but yeah. I think, boys, we'll leave it there. That's been a good laugh. I thought the quiz was epic. Well done, Mike, for doing the questions. Well done, BossNass, on the delivery. Chat, you've been on fire. We've had a little bit of banter, a little bit of bite, and a lot of delight. Oh, get up there. Get in there. Yes. Anything to sign us out, boys? AG?
I think we'll win on Monday now.
Oh, change his mind. Is it a 3-2? Are we going to nick it?
3-1. Fuck it.
Fuck it. BossNass with his 2-2 Desmond. Oh, to add, mate, before we go?
No.
MC bastard. It's hammer time. That's really stuck, isn't that? It's really stuck. It's really, really stuck. Fuck. The bastard. BTB. It's like bare knuckle fighting. Oh, fuck. The Onion's stuck, and that would daft. The bastard isn't even as daft as the Onion. And that stuck like shit to a blanket. Anyways, I enjoyed that, and that's what this show's all about. We all enjoy doing it.
What it is, it does. It means, like, if I was ever proud of this kind of thing that we're doing, which I am in some respect, I can never show it to anyone now because I put it on the TV, and everyone's going to be like, "But why did they call you the bastard?" Do you know what I mean?
Oh God, honestly, funny. Anyway,
put a tune on. The people are asking for a tune.
People are asking for a tune. So you two stay there, and we'll have a natter after. Right, please please subscribe. We're pushing.
Make it a short one.
I'll make it a short one. Please check out the merch as well. The link is in the description. Thanks so much for everyone who's watched. Love you all a bit. And yes, we'll play a bit of white and gold to end on. Take care, everyone. Good night. Thank you. Let's win on Monday. Leeds.
Gives Gary Speed a run. Away goes Speed. He's got a start on them all this time. Go on, Gary Speed. Get one yourself, son. And what a great goal.
He wore the white with pride and grace, a Yorkshire lion in his place. From Mellon Road to distant fields, a heart of steel, a soul that heals. He rose with youth, he led with might. Number 11 burning bright. The crowd would cheer, the cop would sing. For Speedo's magic on the wing. Oh, Gary Speed, you live on still. In every chant, on every hill. From Leeds to Wales, your story's told. A hero draped in white and gold. Oh, Speed, oh, we remember you forever proud, forever true. Ooh, yeah. In 92, we touched the sky. Champion's dream, we watched it fly. With Batty Strachan and McAllister too. But Gary, we always look to you. You gave us hope, you gave us fight. You lit our darkest days with light. A gentleman, a warrior bold. Your legacy will never grow old. Oh, Gary Speed, you live on still. Every chant on every hill. From Leeds to Wales, your story's told. A hero draped in white and gold. Oh, Speed, oh, we remember you forever proud, forever true. Fade, your name in stone will still be laid. At Ellen Road, your spirit walks in every match, in every talk. Oh, Gary Speed, you live on still. In every chant, on every hill. From Leeds to Wales, your story's told. A hero draped in white and gold. Oh, Speed, oh, we remember you forever proud, forever true. Forever Leeds, forever you.